exchange phone numbers and talk to each other and ensure that we continue working together. I will ask you that also in your county, when you go back home, talk to the members of your association. Let them join us in fighting female genital mutilation. Because these things, you know very well they're happening in your county. You know this is something that is affecting our girl children. We should never, ever accept this. You are a very important avenue through which we are going to succeed in that campaign. Secondly, allow me to be this candid. In many of the cases, and my colleague Rashid will tell you, when we have dealt with these cases of especially rape and violence against our young children, sometimes wrongly or rightly, in some cases unfortunately, fingers are pointed at some members of our group. Now, let me tell you, my brothers, we will never have enough police officers to police each one of us. But if we decide that in our own organizations, we are going to police our communities, we are going to make sure that our communities are safe for our young girls to walk to and from school, to ride on your BodaBodas and go to school and come back, then our children will be safe. I want to recruit you and ask you to join us in ensuring the safety of our girls in your various areas. Because fingers are pointed at some of members of your organizations. And then as though actually it is everyone in your organization who does this. We know it is not true. It's not every one of you. Many of you are parents. Many of you are responsible people. And we want to ask you to join us as government to fight this problem in the parts of the country where it is happening. So that actually we say the BodaBoda Association of Kenya will become now the new member of our policing effort to police our communities so that our girls are safe when they go to school and when they go back home. Please. And to this effort, UNFPA and all others who are doing this, we pledge our support. Let's work with you. If any one of you, any member in your group, is tempted or gets into these kinds of things, you will do a better job in calling them out and removing them from amongst you, because they are hurting the reputation of a decent group of people who are out there looking for a living. So I really want to implore you that let's work together on these two issues, the BodaBoda Association of Kenya and all your other allied organizations. I want to ask you, please join us. Let us join the government's effort against female genital mutilation. Let us join the government's effort against violence against our young girls. Let it be known that if our young girls are carried by BodaBodas to school, or as they walk to school, the BodaBoda riders who are riding around them are their foremost watchmen and watchwomen. They are the ones who will ensure they are safe as they move around. Because if we work that way, and we collaborate with the police in this matter, our communities will be safe. Let me finish by saying this. The opportunity that technology provides. My brother Joe Mujeru has alluded to it and said that with the establishment of this database, we now want to move to an environment where, for example, let me just say this. As we go along, why can't we slowly build this BodaBoda Association to become part of the government courier service? So that if I need government documents delivered in Kirinyaga, I basically go to the database, I pick out a motorcycle rider or BodaBoda guy from Nairobi or from Kirinyaga or wherever, and we can build this chain of moving goods and services. If you want things to move along the highway from point A to point B, you identify people in various centers who can move these goods and services as you go along. And you can be, actually, when all is said and done, a very formidable Yeah, we can ensure that you become a formidable player and a formidable contributor to the movement and the transport of goods and services, even for government. This is the partnership that we are thinking about, and this is how we would like to ensure that we work together as we go along to develop our country. So the future is bright if we work together and if we insist to stay on this path of order and this path of reform. When we are asking for orderliness in this sector, we are not doing so to punish you. We are doing so to ensure that this sector is effectively regulated, it is effectively managed, and it benefits those who have invested in it as we go along. So I pledge to you our support as government. As I said, on behalf of my colleagues, especially in the security sector, we will work with you. And soon enough, when the reform package is complete, and the reform package is on its way to Parliament, and we all debate it and discuss it, you again will have another opportunity to contribute and see the proposals we are making there. You can contribute directly or you can contribute through your members of Parliament, and we will sustain this dialogue framework of ensuring that we do the right thing as we go forward. I can't, of course, end without wishing you all the best in your businesses as you go along, and ask my colleagues in the security sector, the police across the country, to ensure that we support you effectively wherever you are working. If there is any misunderstanding, we discuss it, because we are employed to work for you. You are citizens of our country. You are not our enemies. You are not criminals. You are citizens of Kenya. When there is a challenge, we will discuss it.